As always, make yourself comfortable. Sit on a cushion if you need, or if it would feel good this morning to have some support with the lift of the pelvis, or this lift of the spine, rolling forward of the pelvis. Then take a few breaths. Let go. Let go of whatever your mind is busy with, and have a look what that is. So this week we work with contentment. In the Yoga Sutras, they say that contentment brings eternal bliss. Let go of everything that you don't need right now. Physically, tensions that are there, that you can release. And even if it is not done with 1 or 2 breaths, but if it's an ongoing process, every time you have the chance, release and let go. Thoughts that are recurring, let go of those. Settle in your body, awareness inwards, and take a moment to repeat that a few times for yourself. Contentment brings eternal bliss. It seems very easy to be content, truly content, also in situations that are not planned that way, where we are challenged. That shows true contentment. Maybe you know what keeps you from being content. Also, these are recurring ideas or thoughts that come in different shapes, different facets. Have a look and see what comes up right now. You can ask yourself, what would you change, or what you feel needs changing for you to be content? When you have found a couple of ideas, then leave them. It's for you to become aware of, nothing to do with. Bring awareness back into your body. Notice how your body feels, how the muscles are, the joints this morning. Notice your breath, the quality of the breath, how clear the airways are. The fullness of the breath. Think of the different breathing spaces and which of them are active, are accessible right now. Bring awareness into the way you feel and think of these three qualities, these three gunas, which is active, which you feel more, is more dominant right now. Whenever we check in, always observing whatever it is okay. If you notice that your mind starts to analyze or to comment, then let go of that. Svarupaya Namaha. Om Shri Satgurave Namaha. Yogena Chitasya Padena Vacha. Malam Shahyavasya Cha Vaikikena. Yopakarotam Bravaram Monina. Patanjalim Panjali Aranatosmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bring hands on the floor, let them slide out forward, lengthen through the sides, front, back, head relaxes down. Deep breath in, create some space, create some softness in areas that need to let go, where you feel your body holds on. With each in-breath, create that space and the softness, and with the out-breath, let go. Mainly tops of shoulders, because they hold a lot of these day-to-day tensions. But then also throughout the back, or around the hips, thighs, whatever there is. Next in-breath, come back up into sitting tall. Exhale, release your shoulders down. Bring your hands out to the side, turn palms up, lift the hands up towards the shoulders, or hands top of the shoulder joints. Inhale, take the elbows forwards up. Exhale, sidewards down, or towards backwards down. So do a couple of deep breaths in, exhaling back and down, and reverse. One more. Arms out to the front, release again. Interlace your fingers, palms facing you, hands on heart. Chest, heart lifts towards the hands with the in-breath. And with the out-breath, roll pelvis back. Move the arms away from you. Reach away, draw navel to spine. Inhale, roll forward. And lift your heart towards your hands. And exhale. So do 3-4 more of those seated cats, cows. And feel the movement through the spine, flowing through the spine. Notice areas that might feel tight, where there are tensions held. See if you can let go of those. Draw navel close to spine when you round back. One more in-breath, lifting. Maintain that. Exhale, release the arms down to the side. Let go through the shoulders. Have the fingertips on the floor. Little walk them out. So you feel there is lengthening over the tops of the shoulders and out through the arms into the fingers. No lifting, just this walking out. Lift chest. And then release. And bring the hands again together at the front. Interlace fingers. Now turn palms out. Inhale, straighten the arms away from you and up. And come into gentle side bending. Up through the center with the in-breath and with the out-breath to the side. Keep both sitting bones firm on the floor and lengthen away from the hips, from the sitting bones, over the side that you're moving away from. And when you feel your back feels okay with that, then you can go a little further, push the air away onto both sides. And then come up, turn the palms down, keep the hands on top of the head, elbows out, draw the fingers away from each other. Breathe deep down to navel and lower tummy. Focus on breathing straight through the center. One more. And then keep pulling. And then release the arms down. Roll through the shoulders. Okay, good. We go into Kapalabhati. So if you like, sit on your heels, Vajrasana. If you feel more comfortable, legs feel more comfortable in Siddhasana, cross-legged, stay there. Hands on navel or thumb and index finger, yoni mudra around navel, fingers pointing down. So whatever you feel most comfortable with, inhale. Exhale, draw in. Right from the beginning, draw navel towards spine, let go with the in-breath. And then either stay at that stage or come into full Kapalabhati. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, release, take the arms out. Soft fist, bend the elbows, hands into underarms. The tops of shoulders down, elbows slightly back. Inhale and exhale, Kapalabhati. Inhale, sweep the arms out. 3 fingers around the back of the skull. And then lean the head into these fingers, as if you're leaning into a head rest. Elbows out, chest lifts, gaze lifts slightly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, arms sidewards. Hands on top of your knees. Tilt slightly forward, but stay long. Keep your tailbone tucked under a little bit. Then slow in breath. And with the out breath, start to draw in and up. Pelvic floor, lower tummy, navel, all towards the front of the spine, lifting up underneath your rib cage. Chest, chin towards chest bone. Collarbones, and stay in that empty space. When your body truly wants to inhale, so you overcome a little bit this first urge, and see if you can hold just a little longer, and then let go. Slow in breath, slow out breath. Okay, good. So we warm up, starting off with the legs, and we come into this dynamic squatting. So if you need a chair or you sit on the sofa, and we do that one. If that's what your body needs, your knees what they need, or you stay in this high squat. So whatever you feel works best for you, please do. So come into the sitting back. Low squat or whatever feels good. Hands on the floor. And bring them fairly close to you. So the upper arms pushing the knees just a little bit out and the knees resisting a little bit. And then you breathe in here. Look ahead. So you have openness of the chest. Inhale. No breathing. Lift your hips. Exhale. Draw close. No breathing. Release down. Inhale. No breathing, lifting up, exhale. Let go, come back down, inhale. Exhale. So come into your own rhythm, breathing on the, in this squat, in, and the forward bend out. Maybe two more. And then stay in the forward bend. Have hands either on the floor or on your shins, on your thighs. Lengthen into half a forward bend. So create space through your tummy. Lift your chest away from the legs. And from there, fold in again. Soften knees and inhale, sweep the arms sidewards up. And we do that 3 more times. So inhale, take the arms up. Exhale into gentle sunburst. So lift chest, arms drawing out, openness across the collarbones. Inhale up. Into upward salute, exhale forward. Releasing down, inhale, hands where they are useful and helpful. Lengthen away from your legs with the chest bone. Keep your collarbones open and the shoulders away from the ears. And then draw tummy in, scoop in and up again and release down. Soften knees, inhale, sweep sidewards up. Overhead, exhale, arms down, inhale. So lifting up, exhale into sunburst. Inhale up, exhale forwards. Inhale, hands where useful, where helpful. Lengthen with the in-breath away from your legs. Keep the chest open, exhale, fold in, tummy draws further in and up, soften knees, inhale, sweep sidewards up, exhale, arms, Anjali Mudra, one more, lifting up, inhaling, exhale, out to the side, sunburst, lift chest, even arch through the back, inhale up, exhale, forwards, let go. Inhale, move the chest away from the legs, half a forward bend. Exhale, fold in, soften knees. Inhale, sweep the arms sideways up. Overhead, exhale, hands in front of chest. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, release the arms down to the side. You can stay where you are, bring the legs a little closer together, and we go into lifting up through the front, withdrawing the hands, the arms a little further back. So what we did last week as well means the lower ribs drawing a little more in as you lift up and draw the arms back, so it's more in the shoulders. You can come onto the tiptoes once without without the arms, just to gauge how the balance is today. And then strong legs. If you need, use a cushion. Some have done that already. Excellent. So hands coming up, or the arms lifting up as you lift onto your tiptoes. Then draw your lower tummy and the lower ribs a little more in, and the arms further back. And then release sideways out. So have activity in this upward movement and more effort with bringing the arms back and keeping though the lower tummy and the lower ribs a little more in. Exhale, release down. One more time, lifting up, inhaling. And draw a little further back. Exhale, release down, roll through the shoulders. And we move through the legs. Stay here. With warming up the hips. So circling over the ball of your foot. Start off with your right side and make sure you keep your hips level. So we like dipping a little into the leg that we move, where we come into balance. So making sure hips stay level both ways, circle. And as you move inwards, come over the tops of the toes. Movement that not all toes might like. See how it is. Shake the leg out over to the other side, circling out over the ball of the foot. And reverse. And over the top of the toes. And stop, shake the leg out. Both legs. And now we take them up and the right leg again. Draw it up and then take it out and back in. So taking it out and in. And then over to the left. Take your body towards the right thigh, coming into a gentle standing twist, and back down and over to the left side, drawing up and out and in. Keep gazing at a focal point, the soft gaze, and then over to the right. Right hand is holding the left knee, and the left hand can go onto your lower back. Stay tall. Gaze over to the left, if you like. Tummy draws a little in. Strong supporting leg. Inhale back to center. And exhale, leg back down, circle. And release. Come into a middle wide stance. And we go over into side lunging. And a few times take it slightly deeper. When you come out of the lunge, have the front foot pushing the floor a little away, so you feel the engagement around the leg. Helps to strengthen the thighs, muscles around the knee. One more time on your left. And then bring your feet, the outside feet parallel to the floor. And we go into the warrior 1, 2, sorry, 2, 2, 2, lifting the arms up. Yeah? So you rotate out, right leg. From the hip, the knee over ankle, over midfoot, over smaller toes, left heel slightly out, strong through the left leg. Take your left arm up and down. So lift the arm up, all the way up and down. And one more time, all the way up and then to shoulder level and then reach away. And keep that. And then lift your right arm, reach away, lengthen. Think of your left arm drawing back. You stay at center. Strong through the legs drawing towards each other. And now we go into the side angle pose. So bring your right arm down onto your knee, rotate out, left arm and shoulder, lift the arm up. And then from here, come low, either the elbow on the knee or hand on the floor, but focus on this length over the left side. Look ahead or look up. If you need support with the balance, with the steadiness, then you can look down to your big toe. Chin moves a little in, lengthen through the side, away from the left outer foot, through to the left fingertips. Now look down with the out breath. Inhale, your left arm and your right leg, they're working together. Left arm pulls the body away and the right foot pushes the floor away into level, foot forward over to the other side. So take your arms down first, rotate out, left leg, knee over ankle, always look for this alignment, knee, ankle, hip, and that the knee points over the midfoot or towards the outside to have this rotation on the outer hip. Right here can come a little out and then lift your right arm up and down. Because the back arm all the way up in Warrior 2 is more the part of the body that is challenged. So work with that a bit more. So one more time all the way up and then level 2, shoulder level, and then reach back. Think of someone is drawing you back and then your left arm lifts. Gaze over your left hand into the distance. Keep your right arm where it is. Deep breath in, down to navel, long out breath. Navel draws towards spine. One more breath in. With the out breath, bring the left hand down onto the floor, rotate out right arm, lift the arm up. And exhale over to the left. You can slide onto your elbow. You can bring your arm down, hand on floor if you like. But reach away. Focus on your right side. Deep breath in. Create length from the outer foot to the fingertips. Deep breath it down to navel. Navel draws gently in. One more breath in, lengthen away. Breathe out, look down. Inhale your right arm and left foot. They are working. Bring your neck together, arms down. And then move the feet closer together. Soft knees, circle. Okay. Good. We do one more here. We go into half moon. So now you need the space on your right side. So maybe your feet come more over towards the left foot on the left outer edge. Starting position same as we just did. Now from here you look down where you want to place your right hand, and then you reach forward and come on your left toes, draw them back as you place your right hand. Lift, left leg, straighten right leg. You can turn a pelvis, heel draws away, toes drawing towards you. Yeah, you can use chair block. So for anything. Jennifer, bring your toes more towards you. Yeah, keep them active, toes towards you, top leg. Yeah, that's it, toes towards the shin. On the leg, lifted leg, towards the shin. And then slowly release. By bending your right knee and bring the left leg down and then step back. Come up again, your right leg pushes away. And then over to the left. So look where you feel or where your hand needs to go and then lengthen away. Keep gazing at that point. Take your hand down to that point, lift your right leg. Draw in, the legs coming into the hips, the toes of the right foot drawing towards the shin to get the support. Now you can have both hands on the floor, that's fine. Yeah, that's the leg position is good, Jennifer. That's very good. Keep the arm, top arm, Jennifer, more towards front. So yeah, that's it. Halfway between that. Navel in, very good. Excellent, strong pose. So to come out of the pose, start with bending the left knee, lowering the right, step back. And then push the floor away with your left foot. Come out, bring your arms down and your feet again back to center. And circle. Release. Notice in how your body feels. Now look inwards. Legs, but also the connection that you have now through the legs to the ground. Sense of groundedness. And then come back into middle wide stance. We do one more here, forward bending. Use again chair, seat of sofa, whatever you feel helps. Hands at the pointy hip bones. Lift through the front. Take the legs already drawing in towards each other, and then from there fold forwards. And bring your hands onto the floor. Head the legs down. Inhale, come into half a forward bend. So you want to keep your hands where they are. You want to lift your chest away from the legs. Then you draw your tummy a little more in, so you scoop in and up, and then release down. Hands can walk closer to the feet in terms of in line with the feet. Fingers pointing forward, just as the toes, same direction. And then let your head relax down. And draw the spine a little more into length. Let your head relax down, Connie, if that feels okay for for your back and your neck. Drawing in through the legs, into the hips, towards each other. You can also come with the legs a little straighter, but hands on knees or elbows on knees. That also works well. Elbows on knees, and then lifting to relax the spine a little more, to let it come more into traction. And then sit back. And hands on knees and straighten the legs. Bring your legs closer and circle. Okay. And feel the body, the legs, the hips, the shoulders, the spine, how they are now. Good. We go down and go down into downward dog. And from downward dog, we step forward into lunge. Lift arms up. With the in-breath, exhale, fold forwards. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, step back, right leg. Come into high plank first. Strong through the arms. Already when your left leg is still in front, have your hands pushing the floor away and feel how it activates around the chest, but also tummy. Tummy draws in from this side to midline, midline to spine. Tailbone tuck under, heels drawing back. Deep breath in here. Long breath out. Keep drawing in from the tummy, midline to spine. Then soften your knees and come up into downward facing dog. Lengthen. Look to your knees, to your thighs, to your navel. Then, if you like, lift your right leg, 3 legs. Bend the knee and take the leg out. And back and down. And the left leg. If you feel you had enough, then come into knees on the floor. And down. And then step forward with your right leg. Just behind the right hand. And we go into rocking forth and back. Untuck your back toes if you like, back foot. And as you roll back, roll over your heel as well, lengthening around the back of the leg, hamstrings. And then release forward and stay. Come onto your knee with your hands and release down. So if you feel this is a bit too much for the hips or the legs, the knees, then you can also come onto a chair at the front. Yeah, so you're holding on to a chair or seat of the sofa. Anything, a low table. So here, remember the legs drawing towards each other, squaring the hips. Left hand reaches down towards the floor, and then your right arm lifts up. High up. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Lifting up. Through the arm, releasing down through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arm down and now take it onto the floor. Maybe a little forward and a little out. You have to experiment. And take your left arm up. right arm up, sorry, right, to open across the front. Deep breath in, long breath out. Come into a position where it feels good for your legs, for your lower back, for the upper back. Exhale, down, back onto your knees, and then come with your hands onto the floor. Tuck your left toes under, so take the heel back till the knee lifts, and then lift your hips, and take the hips up into downward facing dog. Lengthen through the side, and slowly knees back onto the floor, and step back with your left leg, and rock forth and back. Go as far as it feels comfortable. And whatever your body can do today is okay. Next time you come forward, stay in that forward motion and bring your hands onto your knees. Then release your right arm down towards the floor, reaching down. And then lifting up towards the ceiling. The hip releases down and the arm reaches up. Length to the side, around the outside of the shoulder blade. And then exhale, bring the arm down and onto the floor. Where comfortable, in order to lift your left arm up across. If you feel the arm lifting is a bit too much for the thoracic spine, have the hand on the knee and turn your torso. Yeah, if you're happy, stay there. Big opening. Exhale, release. Then left hand onto the floor, tuck your right toes under. Move the heel back. Draw it away from you till the knee lifts. And then lift your hips. Step back with your left leg into downward facing dog. Lengthen. And then bring your knees onto the floor. Keep the arms where they are and the upper body in the same position. So long, bent knees. And once they touch the floor, swing the elbows in, slide forward onto your tummy. Untuck your toes. Push the tops of the feet away. Lift into cobra. Tops of shoulders down, elbows swinging in. Chest bone moves forward. Exhale, release down. Tuck toes under and come back. Stay in the puppy stretch. Lengthen, keep the body long, got forehead on the floor. And here stay in the length, like a small down dog. Breathe in and out. Another in and another out breath. And then with your next in breath, come up. Sit back on your heels and stretch your legs out. Okay. Good. So we go into Dandasana. Rock forward, Dandasana first. Rock forth and back. You can sit again on a cushion for the tilt. Hands have a little back. So when you feel, you can lengthen and lift to the sides. The shoulders moving away from the hips without lifting though. Just lengthening through the sides. Then stay there. Hands go next to the hips. The palms can go down, toes drawing towards the shins, the thighs rolling just a little in. And then here, now we go in forward bending into Paschimottanasana. So you stay, you breathe in, lift a little more, and it's again all about scooping tummy in and up. And from that, you lift and lengthen forward. So you can stay in this dynamic movement, or you bring your hands somewhere around the back of the knees or the thighs, the shins, the toes, to lengthen and fold forward. So remember, each out breath is scooping up and in with the tummy. Legs are always active, drawing back through the toes. And deep breaths in. Long out breaths. Inhale, down the back of the legs. Back of spine. Exhale, lengthen through the front. Whatever your position is, if you are able to go low, still you lengthen. It's as if your chest bone, your collarbones want to draw towards the toes. Yeah, so there's length throughout the front and the back and the sides. 2 more deep breaths in. Long out breath. Last in breath. Down the back of the spine, the back of the legs. Exhaling and drawing the toes in, engaging throughout the legs, strong legs. Inhale, release and come up. And we want to take that into wide legs. So take the legs a little out. And again here, rock a little forth and back. We stay in that same motion, forth and back, drawing the toes towards you. And then come into the sides, leaning over to your right thigh, and back and exhale, over to the left, and back. If you are familiar with Ujjayi breath, take that slow in breath. Think of your want to voice a ha with the mouth closed. With the in breath and the out breath. When you're leaning over your thighs, then the side that you're moving away from, so I'm moving to the left, my right hand reaches further because you want to have this length over the back of the hip, and the side that you're moving away from, the thigh can roll a little in, the hip can lift away from the floor. All of that is good. And then maybe down to the center. Moving to the side, circling, whatever we do in this pose really is to create a little bit more length and ease and softness to come into this forward bend. And from here, we do one movement, so have your hands behind you. Take your legs off the floor, so you can bend the knees, take the feet off the floor. And we go holding the toes, stretching the legs out, careful. Make sure space behind you is soft. And have the knees a little soft as well, till you get the balance, and then you can straighten the legs from there. The hands drawing the toes a little and the toes pushing out. So this resistance is there, tummy is drawing in, rolling back is all good fun if there's space behind you. Lift, strong legs, strong tummy. Okay, bring your feet back onto the floor and let them slide out. And with that sliding out, come forward as far as comfortable, and then come back up again into upright. So we come into the Janushishasan, and we want to take that into twist. So take your right leg first in, lengthen up. Yes, you have the knee in, something can go at the back of the leg, the outside of the leg to support. And then bring your right hand behind you or across the back. Yeah, so the hand is sort of around the back of the waist. Left hand stays where it is to give you a bit more support. Lengthen and lift through the spine as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, turn, look over your left shoulder, your right shoulder, so your right shoulder into the distance. Deep breath in. Work with the right shoulder blade, drawing down the spine, staying close to the ribcage. Lift through the front. Think of lengthening the front. That's it. Excellent. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. One more long breath out. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale. And then straighten your right leg and fold in your left. Long through the front. Left hand around the back of the waist. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. And then straighten your right leg, left leg, left, 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 next to each other, both. And bend your knees and you roll onto the back. Nice and slow. Use your tummy. And stay, remain moving slow all the way, even if the majority of the back is on the floor, so the space between the shoulder blades also that lengthens. And then when you head on the floor, we go into bridge pose just to level and center, knees closer towards you, arms stay long. Already in this position, you can roll the shoulders under, on the sides, both sides, and then palms down, feet pushing the floor away, lifting hips, roll the spine away from the floor. When you are, wherever your body is happy to go, then again, roll under and down, first your right, then your left arm, left shoulder. So you're a bit more on your shoulders, and then you bend your elbows up to 90, palms facing each other, fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling, and then push the floor away with your upper arm. Lift, feel your back evenly engaging. Also through the mid back, the upper back, the space between the shoulder blades. Deep breaths in. Keep the arms actively pushing the floor away. Think of the back of the heart moving up towards the chest bone. And slowly release. One vertebra at a time to get length into the spine. When your pelvis has settled down, then you can come into upside down table for a moment. And then slowly bring your feet onto the floor. So bend knees, feet on the floor. Keep the back of the waist on the floor as you lower the feet down, first the toes, then the foot soles, and then the arms down. And now come into a position that you can relax in. You can take the legs up if you like. Legs up will be good now. But whatever else you feel most comfortable with, do that. Let your breath flow freely. Let's stay and let your body relax. Let go immediately, letting muscles release. Let the legs relax. They have done quite a lot of work. Your back release down, broaden and ground against the floor, the earth underneath. The arms and the shoulders, release, let go. Let the neck relax. Space between the shoulder blades. Feel the breath coming and going, gently expanding, releasing. Look at how good it feels to lie down. Allowing the earth to take the weight. Allowing the mind to rest in the body. Let the breath draw in deeper again. Bring awareness and movement back into your body. Bend your knees. Roll onto your side. And from this side back up into sitting. And when you're sitting, then check in again with the different levels, how they are now. Before we finish, think of 3 aspects of your life or 3 things that you are grateful for. Come immediately to you. Keep that in mind. Breathe in, pause, breathe out. Pause. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause, inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Open your eyes a little. Take another breath in and out. Staying firmly grounded within as you move into your day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.